All right, let me look at this and focus, and let me move this closer too. The major arcana that we have is the Tower. And so this is the number 16, which then becomes a 7. I do want to say I like this card better in reverse because I feel like there is something that is going on in your life, but you are, it's almost, I feel like on the tail end of it, you're getting ready to land on your feet. This definitely, with the house here and the Tower, I wonder if possibly this has something to do with the home or with family. This may have to also do with moving. I feel like it's almost like with the Page here of Swords, it's somebody's keeping a bird's eye view on the situation, or they're very much looking over and assessing something. So with the 2 here, the 2 of Wands, this may have something to do with even business, where maybe there is something that there's a decision-making process in terms of moving forward, and there's a delay in it. And maybe there's a situation where somebody is trying to come in and repair. It's almost like this is what's going on, but what, people are hoping for is for this to come, be coming in, because this is in the challenge position. I don't know. I'm getting building. So building. I feel like that is literally for some of you, a building. But I also feel like it's a building of something, building not just structurally, but maybe it's building of a home, as I've stated, or a family, becoming a family unit. It may very well have to be that somebody is traveling so much that they're almost never home, and that in March, something needs to turn around. I also feel that this represents, especially the number 4 and the Tower, like with buildings, the number 16 reduces to a 7, so it's assessment time. But the number 7 also can have to do with partnerships. And I can't help and ignore that possibly this has to do with a relationship, or with something closer to home, or with a marriage, or somebody's dating. And there's somebody has to make a decision. Like there could be with the number 3 here, there could be a situation where there's been some heartache, or something has, some upheaval, and someone has to make a decision on what they want. Almost like this represents, to me, oftentimes, like I'm seeing it right now as possibly marriage, or an engagement, and that something, maybe there's a possible third person and something has just kind of blown up. Or maybe somebody has said, the engagement is off, and you're dealing with this in March in some way. It definitely can represent, like I said earlier, moving. It could also be that somebody is actually building a home, and there's just delay after delay after delay. But I do feel very much that this is the restructuring or rebuilding process, and and this could be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually also. But I feel like there is somebody that has a decision to make regarding a situation and they're having a difficult time. So this could definitely be you. Could also be in one sense that, I don't know, like somebody just moved and they just got a notice that they have to relocate for work. And it's just like, oh my gosh, we have to sell our home. We love our home. We don't want to do that. I don't know. I just get like upheaval. So let me see. You know, another thing that I'm thinking of too is I wonder if possibly there is something that happens and some kind of surgery is required. This could even be heart surgery or like a heart stint or, and all of a sudden somebody, you know, that doesn't have to be within your family, or you hear about this through a coworker that, you know, somebody, oh my gosh, they had heart surgery or they have to have heart surgery or they're having a stent put in. That's another way that I'm reading this. But definitely, you know, for some of you, it's all like, I feel like this really has already happened. And that's why I like it better in the reverse. You're landing back on your feet. But there has been some jostle. Something has shaken something up. Well, let's see what's in the outcome because that's going to tell us a lot. So this definitely could be something, you know, in the structure. And maybe that's why this is here too. There has to be closer examination onto something structurally. So if you are building something physically, to make sure that it's inspected, that it gets inspected clearly. I am feeling, you know, I've noticed the smoke in here. Usually I don't notice the smoke. So, and we do have clouds here. This could be something on a global scale that is close to home. So this could be something that is happening, you know, or may happen, but it's like outside your home. Your home isn't affected, but it's around you. So it could be something, you know, that you hear from a neighbor. So, but there's definitely, I just get movement or communication may be kind of a challenge. But I also am seeing this as, when I talk about rebuilding, that there may have been, I'm picking up possibly even water. So I wonder if somebody had some flooding or they're still dealing with, you know, flood victims, or in terms of their house being flooded and dealing with insurance. Because I feel like there's somebody inspecting something. That this has to do with home in a lot of ways. Something has kind of rocked your home and you're dealing with it in March. Because, you know, it's interesting. This is like on several readings I've had where this card is the number 3 or there's a number 3 involved. So there's a need to clear, to cleanse. Okay, let's see what's in the outcome. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Wow. Another home card. Oh, wow. Well, I definitely like this card in the upright position. So I feel like, let me just show it to you closer. I kept talking about home and family and moving. And so maybe by the end of March, this all comes to, because it's a 10. But all this, and this is, remember, in the challenge position. So it's almost like you want to be here, but you're here. But then by the end of March, something turns around, or maybe finally the home gets built, or finally you see a direction for your family or for yourself, or like I said, if somebody's having surgery, major or minor, things look, there's definitely hope. We have a beautiful rainbow here. Let me see. It's like they're very much looking to the future. So some of you, this could represent some kind of imprisonment that you felt like you were in mentally, emotionally, physically. There may have been some kind of imprisonment now that I'm looking at the cards differently here. And maybe somebody is trying to get somebody out of prison for something that they feel that they didn't do. So there is going to be a release for some of you. And so this may have to do with prison or jail, and somebody, because I just saw like welcome home. So somebody's returning home. Home is going to be very important, or finding your home. I just, there's too much play here on home to ignore. I don't know. And maybe, I'm also picking this up as maybe there was something within your community where something did burn down. And in March, it's like there's a rebuilding or a celebration. Could also definitely be in terms of, let's just say you're not married, or like you're single. This could be some message by going home. There's more opportunities, or that you are leaving this, because remember, this is in the challenge position. This is very much being let go. And you're looking to the future, and you possibly could meet somebody in March. And for some of you, it's a union. It's, what has been fragmented, whether marriage or dating, what has gotten in the way, you now unite. There's definitely light up ahead. And if this is health related, there's still, hope. But, so I feel like quite a few of you make a decision, like this turns around. Remember, as I stated, I like the Tower card better in reverse for me. And these cards are all minor arcanas. So these can be changed to a very big degree, depending on you or depending on the people around you. And I feel like maybe this is, a decision of moving forward. And I feel like quite a few of you are going to turn that around. So what was stuck, you now have opened the doors. Things have now become open again. What assets or things you've lost, if this is financial, or if you've lost your home, now there's hope. Feel like there's a lot of support here, because I'm almost looking at these as assets. It's like a starting over, a rebuilding, and a decision is made whether to go with something new or stay with a situation where they have your back or been very supportive. I feel like that turns around. So I'm glad to see this in the outcome for you, Aries. I definitely hope that this brings you some guidance. I do want to say, I do feel though that somebody also may be traveling, and maybe they're traveling to find their home, or wait, this could be like even a business trip where I don't know. This could be business related where basically something kind of blew up and but then there's hope that comes out of it somehow. So almost like it was meant to be, and this is the beautiful card in the outcome. And you know, oftentimes, and I'm picking this up as very much. Often I do, but it's almost like saying goodbye, the end of the cycle, to something new, something beginning.